Hi viewers, welcome back to another episode of Breakfree, the podcast where we talk about the business world, motivate the business, motivation, and inspire people. Um, Please, guys, we're also on YouTube and on Facebook, so please like and subscribe and follow. And yeah, we have a wonderful guest, Donae. She is from Perfume to hair products, and now she did move this business to her children. So this is a female entrepreneur. So this episode we're gonna go dive into it. So yeah, guys, if you're interested, this is the episode to watch. So tonight, give us give the viewers a bit background of yourself.
So good afternoon, everyone. I'm Donae September. I'm the director of Tout Holdings. It's 100% female business, black-owned female business, and also I started off with perfumes, like the gentleman said. And so what happened is I just want to show you a product. This product is Signature, and this is what we started selling. Currently now, myself and my husband, who is my partner, actually September, we are now in construction. But we are not limited to business because I've learned something that you get an entrepreneur and you get a business owner. And you know, an entrepreneur would always look for ways and means wherever they see they can make or do something or earn money or make a profit. That is what they go for. Whereas a business owner is just, I'm just running on this business and that's it. And not that there's anything wrong with it, but that is the difference between the two. So I'm an entrepreneur.
Okay. So what made you choose perfume as your first business?
Okay, so come I tell you this, and I know many times we need to give all honor where honor is due. And that is where God comes in. Jesus Christ, when I gave my heart to the Lord, um, opportunities just arouse. And then remember that when we're not by the Lord, then we like veiled men.
Yes.
We don't see the possibilities. We don't see the opportunities out there. You can probably say it's like 10% out of 100 that takes lead of the opportunities that's out there. Now, especially amongst us brown people, and I'm not racist at all, but amongst us brown people, we don't see the opportunities out there. We always just look at the problems. And like if you look, I usually work, I'm a activist in the community as well. I work with youth and so forth. And our youth become dropouts, not for anything, but it's something that goes back in our generation, our bloodline, and all of that.
Yes.
And so our children, they would say that they can't go and study. So now they're dropping out of school, they don't go study because the parents maybe they sit with the mother only, and because the father is not. Because remember that amongst us we have a lot of absent fathers.
Okay.
So now mother needs to, like they say, needs to play mother and father. But you can never play a father. A mother can't play a father. Because a mother's role is to be a nurturer and a father's role is to be an architect. But nevertheless, I know we're talking about business, but I want to get to something. And so what happens is our brown people, they don't go for opportunities.
Yes.
They only see the failures. They only see that I'm not going to make it. I won't be able to go study because I don't have money. You know, that is the things that they see. But when I came to Jesus Christ, that is when I realized who I am. That is when myself and my husband, we found the identity within, you know. And so the church that we are at, it's a business. We are a lot of business people within that church. And so there was opportunities. They would always encourage you. You must have another side hustle. You must have another business, you know, things like that. And then there was this one brother at church and he sells perfume. And we thought, wait, man, let's see if this is an opportunity for us. And so we started selling perfume. And then we started off with 1,000 rands perfume. And we ended up buying to the value of 10,000 rand.
Okay.
That was in total. That was your capital and your profits, 10,000 rand. Where we saw the opportunities and what you can make out of this perfume. That is actually where we bought the first car. That is when we bought our car. Until Lupus was only million if I takes me. And so we started, you know that. But you can make money. It's just the mindset. Now your mind It's veiled because Satan doesn't want you to achieve things in life.
Yes.
But here, if you get this right in your mind, then you will see everything else will become better out there. But it depends on you what you're gonna do. And that is why we started off with the perfume. But it did not stop with the perfume.
Okay. Can you give us the viewers some of the background because normally people like to know like maybe where did you go school, how did you grow up, where did you grow up, did you have a chance to go to university, did you have that opportunity? So can you just give a small bit of background about that?
Okay. So, like I said, not many would talk about this, but you need to give honor where honor is due. And I am not from Atlantis, I'm from Mitchell's Plain. But I am now a child of Atlantis because we are here for 20 years now. And I grew up without a father. And my mother, that's why I can relate. My mother is the mother who had to go and work, had to be mother and father, but it is not Kabeki because we needed to have a father in our lives. Nevertheless, myself and my husband, we moved to Atlantis. I don't really have family here, but God has blessed me with great family. That's my sisters and my brothers, and also the community here. I love Atlantis. And so what happens is I gave my heart to the Lord in Atlantis. So I started serving Jesus Christ. And that is my whole life changed from that time onwards. So I did not matriculate. I finished school. I fell pregnant at the age of 18 years old. So I did not leave. I didn't matriculate, but I went to go study. I went to go study public management and administration. So I got an NQA level 5 in that. Because I'm that active in the community and so forth. So I put myself in that sense. Also, mindset was I'm not going to finish school. I need to go and work because I have children to take care of. But once again, the veil was removed the moment I made the decision to serve Jesus Christ. So that is my life. And from now onwards, I won't say that I've missed out on a lot because this is where I am. No matter your age, the opportunities will always be there. It's what you're going to do with the opportunities. I was given an opportunity to life. Being born again for me is that you are given an opportunity to life because Satan tries to rob you of so many things. And when you give your heart to Jesus Christ, you actually come and realize who you are. And for that reason, I will take on anything and everything because I know who's fighting my battles for me. I know who's making things possible for me. And that is why myself and my husband, with my children, we will go into business. And I can promise you, our customers, they are the best. They are actually a blessing to us because it's them that empower us with purchasing our stock. If it was not for them, then we wouldn't have been able to have a business. We wouldn't have been able to provide for our family. But I should be here to see for Allah and see. So Allah is actually a blessing for us.
Yes. How did you pick up like the right brain to start selling your perfume business?
Okay, so we started off with Signature, and from Signature we went to some other brands. I'm not still going to mention the names. And our customers, because we had loyal customers, they were not happy with the other brands. And then they would say they were, then we would see businesses dropping, and then they say no, they want Signature back. And so that is why we ended up back with Signature again.
Okay. What was the biggest challenge you faced with the perfume market?
Look, perfume is, I can say that perfume is not a necessity. You can get a perfume on the center. You can buy a bottle of spray. But the clientele of a perfume is when they like something, they want it. And that is with the perfume. You know, you look at people that say, for instance, I won't sell food. I'm very reluctant when it comes to that. I sold food already, but remember the people, when it comes to food,
Mm.
as the mates is fine on. So they're gonna come knock by your door and they're gonna say, my child don't have and that's not something different. Now they play on your emotions.
Okay.
Whereas if you sell your clothes, your shoes, your perfume, your whatever the case may be, it's either I want it because I want it,
Yes.
not because I need it. You understand? So they're not purchasing things based on their emotions and their need in their house.
Okay.
They purchase stuff because they want.
I just want to relate back on that issue where you say people knock on the door and then they say, okay, my child is hungry. And if you sell food now, but it could be in a different case as well. You as a business person, how do you handle situations like that where someone comes, is not, we understand, and even in business morals and values, you need to give back. But sometimes there's needed to draw a line. Can you just explain the views? What will you do in a situation like that?
Okay, these things that I stay away from are money lending. I wouldn't borrow out money. And also food. No. I thought of doing it again, but really I don't. I know that is a whole emotional trip. And if you come and ask me something to eat, then I'm gonna give you.
Okay.
But not for business purposes.
Yes.
Because look, if you come out of poverty, poverty is not really a situation, it's a mindset. So somebody that earns Sasa, the whole of Cape Town is full of a Chinatown. Pati mai city basahan ko pa pakausa. But they're not going to think that way. They're going to either want to do A, B, and C. So that's a poverty mindset. Because whereas you could have just used 100 or buy a pack of socks. Look, if I'm your neighbor and I know your situation and I'm able to support you and you come sell a pair of socks to me for 15 rand, yeah, I know, for such a little school. That kind of push for easy and for e support because you are investing in somebody's life. They want to get out of that situation. So we need to be mindful. We need to watch our customers when they play on your emotions or when they really want something. Yes. So that's why I steer away from certain things. Because they play on your emotions, they know you're a good person, and then they will now like I told you, ik my kinders is honger, that's not something ik vereis. Same with money lending. They're going to tell you a whole sob story to get money from you, and that doesn't work with me.
And that is basically the time when it comes to pay back. Then they say, but unfortunately I can't now. Now what do you do? You can't go violent, you can't do this, you must just say, okay, fine. But there is certain stuff in business that you rather just stay away, just rather resell something and move on. If you deal with customers that want it, that is a different. But like you said about even with poverty as well. For me personally, I don't say everybody need to agree with it, but poverty is actually a choice.
Yes, I
Because
agree with
if you look at it, how many people did start with nothing? And they made it sacrifice to say, okay, like you said, take 100 and go to China, buy a few socks, sell it, resell it. Eventually, what I came across is that people don't want to do that step.
Yes.
They don't want to um take the decision to struggle and say, okay, I can eat so much. Let me just cut this in half. Keep that for my future building or whatever. But they don't want to do that. They just want to they want to go take the easy route, as people said. But how did you to build the trust in your customers when you're selling the perfume?
Yo, you know what? The perfume I handed over to my son, and I was selling his products, and I handed that over to my daughter, and I continued with the clothes.
Okay.
Now, as a young child, I will also encourage the youth start to hustle. These young people that know me, they know I'm gonna have to see start selling. You want to buy something in, tell me what you want, and I will get it for you. and you know that type of thing. Um, I love my customers. I mostly my customers is actually females because I sell that shein clothes and so forth. And I love my customers. Yeah, hello, what's my knowing and I love you. Because they are truly I appreciate them. But I'm for my customers but no, because I've been selling till the end of the month as well. Dan kom my customers wat nou sê, hulle weet hulle moet einde van die maand betaal, but then they're going to tell you they're going to pay you at SASA. Now what happens is when it's SASA, then the government decides not to pay you your SASA. Yeah. So then now you leave me in a situation because now I need to deal with my stuff and now I can't pay them because you had to pay me with your salary, but you choose to pay me with your SASA. And now your government, Ramaphosa, decides not to pay you. You know, we come now at the last end of the thing, it's me. So I cut out the end of the month. But I built a relationship with my customers already. And even for the tyre business, and I know we're going to get into the tyre business as well, you start building a relationship with your customers. Yes. Remember, this is how we see it. En ek val weer terug op. Ek is 'n gelowige. God het vir my in 'n posisie gesit vir 'n rede. So there is a reason why that person is in my life. I can be a benefit to that person, and that person can be a benefit to me. But also, God allows people to come into your life for a reason. So we will have our conversations, but they are much more than just my customers.
Why did you decide to hand actually the business over to your son and not continue on with it yourself?
Um, because I want to empower my children. I want their mindsets to change. And as a parent, I need to take them.
Leading them. After the perfume business, what drove you into selling hair products?
Wherever it comes to women, I'm a woman. I know what they need. I know what's important, what you must have in your house. You need to have a shampoo and conditioner. You can't always use the dishwasher because the dishwasher is most score. No?
But I say some people say like if you like there was a lady I knew that they have like sunlight dishwasher. Please, guys, I'm not saying this is a hair product or hair good advice. But what I noticed, this lady did use it, and then but she say you must wash it thoroughly out, and then she sit outside in the sun and she. Oh, there's where sunlight went out. And she used to parasital child. In it like genuinely sign. I don't know if that is a myth, but I actually show it but it does work. But please, guys, it doesn't come from me. I don't want to give you guys the wrong advice, especially ladies. Don't come for me.
The dishwasher does it strips all the oil from the dishwasher. But you need like a shampoo and that time we had hair straightener and stuff and relaxers. We don't have that anymore. We have Botox and we have Brazilian.
Okay. The high profile
yes, a woman is also always about the hair. So that is why we sell our hair products.
How did you decide which hair products to choose to sell?
I use it on mine first.
Okay.
I won't sell something to you that doesn't work for me. We all have different types of hair, yes. But I won't sell something to you that's not going to
Did you have like bad experiences with hair products?
like
you don't need to say the brand, yes, maybe, or the hair is like a towel, like it doesn't have a shine to it. It's just
not really.
Isn't so most of the products that we wanted to stock, it's on a quite a good level.
Products.
What trends in hair care did you have to keep up with? What trends? Like the trends, normally there's a certain trends, certain hair products that you see now, but there's things trending, people like to buy it. The same with the perfume. If you can go into what is there certain trends you needed to keep up with?
You have to because I know now Everybody's talking about oh, Botana oil. That is something that I didn't sell yet, but then I will be selling soon.
Okay. If you can take us now, like I was just while I'm sitting and thinking now, like if they like you said also that you didn't have matric and there's mostly like children sitting in the same situation who don't who's maybe kicked out of school or I don't know the situation. But what can you tell them a little bit just to change their mindset to like you said you also took the opportunity and motivated yourself to move on. So how can you just give a little bit of few words on that?
Oh, it's important which voices you listen to, whose voices you listen to. Somebody, you need to listen to the positive voice, not somebody that's going to tell you, stay at home, be a nothing.
Mm,
I would tell a youth person, complete your matric or go and study. It's important, it's a must. Because now you're going to struggle with needing to find a job and you let years pass you by, could be almost 3 years, and in that time you could have been done studying
mm,
and you could have earned a decent salary. But because you listen to the wrong voices and because you don't want to change your mindset, you just stagnate in the position you currently at. And that is why most of our people are struggling to achieve their end goals.
okay. Um, how did you how did when you end the business over with Sultan? How did you look specifically at success according to business? Because you're ending it over now. The A products in this. What changes make it different so you can see success in your other businesses?
I had more time for the other businesses.
Okay, so that's more about time management.
We can say so because if you look at it where we are now, we were with the tires and now we are still doing the tires, but we're also doing construction. So construction is quite big size and that is time consuming and also you must be so give attention to detail. You need
Mm,
to be attentive with what you're busy with. And so that is why also your children then don't come and ask you for money
mm.
because they make their own money.
What was the biggest lesson you learned out of the hair products and the perfume products?
Consistency is important. Otherwise, you lose your customers if you're not consistent.
So that is the main deal to keep on going. Was there times where you feel like, nah, I don't want to do this anymore?
Now, definitely, it always happens. But if you're going to stop, then what are you going to do?
Mm,
You see, remember I told you you get an entrepreneur and you get a business
mm.
owner. Entrepreneur is always going to look for ways to make money.
Or to make it happen.
Mm.
So, if you would leave one a message for the South Africans or even the youth, what would it be?
Don't stop fighting. Don't stop going for what you want. Be persistent.
So that is the message you want to leave.
Mm.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next episode.